Hey guys, what's up? This is Gary G here with Stay Sick Auto Detail here in Fresno, California. And today I'm going to do something a little bit different. It's going to be a talking head video, meaning I'm just going to be talking to you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain to you how I became who I am today and how I started Stay Slick. So stay tuned.
Welcome to Stay Slick.
Okay, so I think in order to explain the story, I kind of have to go back and talk about how I got into detailing. When I was young, I was, 17, 18 or whatever, and I got my first vehicle. So I had a Chevy S10. It was a 1994 white truck. I just got into having clean cars. I wouldn't say I was into detailing because I would take them to the car wash. So the thing that I would do myself, really the only thing that I would do myself would be applying tire shine, which back then was Meguiar's Hot Shine, which I still do use today for knobbier tires or whatever. It's still great, but I don't use it as much anymore. So anyways, I digress. Moving along, up until I would say 7 years ago or so. So that would be 2015 or so. I would just take my cars to the car wash. No big deal. Once I bought a house and I got my own place to wash cars, I started washing my wife's Honda, my Jeep, and it just kind of started from there. But it wasn't really an obsession like it is now, or what it's become now. So move along until my wife and I moved here to Fresno. I got a really big promotion at work, and first time in my life I decided to buy myself a new vehicle, brand new. So I got a 2017 Mazda 3 hatchback. I got black wheels. It was black. I blacked out all the chrome. I did all kinds of stuff to make it just nothing but black. And from there is when I started looking on YouTube to try to figure out how I could maintain it and make it look good. And I want to say I probably started watching Chemical Guys like a lot of people did. And it just kind of spiraled out from there. So I did my own detailing and was buying all kinds of stuff, pressure washers and foam cannons and soaps and you name it. Until, I got my truck probably about 2 years ago. And it was just all out of passion. I was the guy that everybody knew that had the cleanest, shiniest ride. Everybody asking what products I was using and all that. So so moving into the current era of how the business Stay Slick started was, I was kind of experimenting with doing other people's cars while I was working at my last job. I was an inspector for an energy company, and I would do, friends of friends or whatever's cars for like $80, and I was giving them the equivalent of like my full vehicle detail now. So I was way undercharging. So anyways, I started doing that, and then, this whole time my mother-in-law has been watching my two children. I have a 5-year-old and a 2.5-year-old. And this was, around September or so of last year. My wife decided to take a step down from her office manager job. She was getting paid pretty good money. And she decided to stay home because my mother-in-law is getting older and it was just taking a toll on her to watch the kids. So she was gonna start working from home. I was gonna start working more hours. She took about a $10 an hour pay cut. So it was very significant. And so I just started brainstorming about things that I could do to make extra money. Anyways, so the day that my wife starts her new job from home, I go in to work, and at lunchtime, my boss pulls me in and lets me go. After 11 years. I've been at this company for 11 years. And just one day to the next, lets me go. For a reason they can't prove, which is why I won my case. So that's another story, but I won a large chunk of money. So that was a good thing. Here's where the story really gets good. So the day my wife starts her new job, I get pulled in at lunch and I get fired. And I'm full of shame and I'm heartbroken. I'm embarrassed. My wife is counting on me to hold down the fort. I was going to be the differentiating factor. I was going to be the one working more and getting more overtime to make up for that $10 an hour pay cut I just told you about. So what did I do? I went over to my mother-in-law's house. She's a wonderful woman of faith, always encourages me. I went over and I cried to her. I hugged her and I cried to her like a baby because I felt shame and I felt embarrassment, like I said. And she encouraged me to walk in with authority, the authority of God, and tell my wife with authority that it's going to be okay because God has a plan for us. And somewhere along the line of having that conversation and praying about it, it clicked in my head, and I was just way more confident than I should have been because I had no idea what was going on or what I was going to do to make money, rather. I went home, I told my wife, she bawled her eyes out. And I told her what the plan was, that I was going to find a way to make money and that God had a plan for us and it was going to be okay. Everything went great. And within a couple of days, I started thinking, you know what, maybe I could do this auto detailing thing. So I started doing family and friends, just, kind of seeing who I can, wash cars for as far as family and friends, my mother-in-law, people like that. Church friends and whatnot, and I saw right away that there was an interest, that people didn't want to wash their own cars. They didn't want to have to go on YouTube for hours and hours and hours and hours and learn all these things. So anyways, I found out that there was an industry for it. So what I did was I decided I'm going to do this full time. I told my wife, we've got more money in the bank than we've really ever had. Tax season was really good to us. And, I could afford about a month or two of really trying this out hard. So my wife said, go ahead and do it. I prayed about it and went forward, and out of nowhere just started taking off. Just keep in mind, this was right at the end of September, so it was coming out of summer. And next thing you know, I was making, about half of what I was making at my last job. And then I was making about 3/4. And next thing you know, I'm making the same amount of money I was making my last job. To a month in, I think I had my first $1,200-$1,300 a week, and I'm thinking, this is insane. This is, almost twice what I was making at my last job. I could really see this being something. So I decided to really get serious about it, and I decided to call it Stay Slick. I had a vision in my head. I'm going to use a 1960s license plate, and it's going to say Stay Slick, and it's just going to be at an angle with auto detail. And my brother-in-law in 5 minutes made the logo. So anyway, Stay Slick started. I started working out of the bed of my truck. I got my back window done as far as the graphics. I started working out of Home Depot totes, the orange and black. I started working out of Home Depot totes. This one right over here, you can see it. It's yellow and black. There was about 3 of them. I bought a Ryobi pressure washer, 1800 PSI. I bought a foam gun. I don't even think I had a foam cannon at the time. A bunch of Chemical Guys products like everybody else, and just some cheap Walmart towels. Started going. Started making money. After that, I was blessed with some help from my family and the money I had mentioned before that we had made. And I was able to get my trailer. It's a 5x10, and it's a custom-made trailer. I was able to get that made in my price range, and then I had all the decals put on by the same company that makes my shirts and everything. They did the decals on the trailer, and the rest is history. From there, I decided that I wanted to start a YouTube channel because I have love for YouTube. Like I said, I used to do it. And then also I knew that it would benefit the business. If not benefit the business, it would be another stream of revenue that can come through. I could also show other detailers or people who are in the same exact situation what happens when you put your mind to it, and if you believe in God, your faith in God. And I think that's a testament to what can be accomplished in such a short amount of time if you really believe it and you bust your butt and you go for it. And that's what I did. I want this more than anything else in the world, and it shows because it's been a success. So here we are. This is a business. I started in September of last year, officially as a business. Right now, it is towards the end of March. So we're looking at close to 6 months. And I am able to make as much money as I did before, sometimes more. And I'm able to support my family. I'm passionate about what I do. I'm proud. I get to say I'm a business owner. And it's just amazing to see how far I've come in 6 months. I didn't think that was possible. I thought it would take me years. Now I'm nowhere near where I want to be. I'm not making as much money as I want. I'm not getting as many customers as I want. I'm not, doing all the things on YouTube that I want. I'm not where I want to be, I should say, on YouTube. I'm growing. I'm making it happen. This is the story. This is the process. You're seeing me open my heart and tell you this is what it's all about. This is what it takes. This is the blood, sweat, and tears. I'm getting my garage ready here for people to bring their vehicles over for ceramic coatings, for polishing, and all these things. And you're seeing the raw, uncut version of what it takes to make that happen. So this is just me encouraging you. I'm a regular dude. I'm nobody special. I'm just somebody who obsesses over the things that I become passionate about. It was hair, now it's detailing. I love detailing. I am detailing. That's what I do, and I live for it. So what I'm trying to tell you is if you're thinking about starting your business right now and you have questions, feel free to comment below. Feel free to message me, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can, because I want to spread the massive amount of knowledge and things that I've learned in such a short period of time with, from starting in the back of my truck to this full-on decked out trailer that has everything on reels and top of the line products and Rupes polisher, all in 6 months. It's amazing. It's unbelievable. And there's so many people that I want to thank for helping me get to where I am now. Anybody who has helped me, has been there, you know who you are. And I say thank you, because this is an amazing journey and I'm going towards where I want to go. My family's life is changing for the better rapidly. And it's all, in my opinion, because of God and because of my tenacity. So what I want to tell you is, if you're a new detailer, I'm speaking to you right now, I guarantee you can do it. You can do it, trust me. All it takes is tenacity, never giving up, and putting everything you have, putting your heart and soul into this, doing good work, being good to people, and I guarantee you, you're going to succeed. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. If you have any questions about anything else, or some video suggestions, or anything that you would like to learn that I've learned, then just leave it in the comments. There's a bunch of fun stuff coming, so if you made it this far, I really appreciate it. I understand this is a different type of video, but for those of you who are interested in this and ask for this, this is it. This is me, raw and uncut, and I appreciate all you guys who stuck around. You guys are the real ones. So anyways, as always, Gary from Stay Slick here in Fresno, California. I appreciate you guys. Peace. You guys stay slick, all right? I'll see you in the next one.